Oh, is it working? I hope it's working. Oh man. Ever since I started putting the microphone through the rack, I turn it off at the end of the day, and then when I turn it back on, it takes like 15 seconds for the tubes to warm up. Cool. So, what are we gonna do? I think I had some ideas for the inside of the pit stop. Couple of things I need to put together before we move on. I put together a first drawing, so to speak, of the tram station, or cable cart station, of what we might end up going with. So this building over here is supposed to be the control room, where several objectives need to be filled out, completed before players can board the tram. I'll slap together a couple of more sketches to see what works best, but I do like the idea of an elevated overlook type structure. Okay, here's what I want. I want to borrow. I guess I want to borrow this. Copy object. Why do I need to confirm? Seems a little weird. Okay. Make new. Paste this in. And I quite literally don't need too much of it. Okay, there we go. So, I want to put together a table. It's going to be kind of like a long table you usually see at small restaurants, where, like pizzerias, where space is at a premium. Okay. I might actually be able to work with just half of it. Yes, no? Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe we might have to even push this just a touch further, like right here. Nice. Let's get an array. It's like a wall-mounted table. I think I'm going to treat the table as a separate mesh. Okay. And I'm going to have to duplicate it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of works. I need to save this though. Locations, not locations. Assets, models, props. Props. I guess this is arcade mode. Okay, so pit, stop, wall, table. I might be able to reuse the trim sheet, even though that trim sheet is annoying as shit. We'll see. We'll have to see. Okay. Alright. Well, that looks good. You know what? Duplicate. I'm going to convert this to mesh so that I can do that. Selection of the cursor. Do that. Interesting. Just need enough of it to stick out. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. There we go. Copy, move the collection, do not export, so that I keep. Whoa, even never mind. Hold on a second. Okay. Yup. Okay, what about you? Oh, Jesus Christ, come on. Really? Okay, well, hold on a second. My God. Okay. Much better. There we go. Except where would this thing go? Oh. I pushed it in. Wait a minute. Does that mean we have dual faces here? No. Okay. I merged it, but it had a mirror modifier on it. Okay. Now, apply to mesh, and then join it. There we go. And we just keep it as part of one same piece. Okay. Not bad. Let me get this extracted first. What are we doing here? Yeah. This is OBJ. Yeah. Pit stop wall table. Engine. Models. Props. Arcade mode. This is where the pit stop's gonna get its own, or the arcade mode's gonna get its own unique models that are not gonna be found in the main game. Okay. Let's take a looky here. What is it gonna be? Static. Mesh instance. Right. Pit stop wall table OBJ. Beautiful. And then if I really need to be fancy, populate ID mask. Nice. For the collision shape, your tri-mesh might have to be used here. Okay. Res. Objects. Props. Man, I gotta admit, the colors A little distracting. Maybe I'll change my mind, but right now, not digging it. Okay, save it. Objects, props, arcade mode, pit stop wall table. Also, the loading times of switching to and from the scene is a little annoying, but again, I don't think I can blame the engine for it. It's just my ancient-ass computer. Pit stop station. Yes, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so somewhere around here maybe. Let's take a look at this. We'll also have to pick some textures. Maybe this first hour of the stream is going to be used to patch up these little leftover pieces. Oh, okay. Do we have frames? We have relative frames. We Blender and actually, for the most part, it might be the browser eating up a massive. Oh yeah, it is the browser. So thanks, Chromium. Appreciate it. Okay. Godot's known to have conflict issues with browsers that use OpenGL. Okay. Okay. We really need to tone this down. This flashlight is absolutely blowing out of proportions. Okay, objects. I guess the color coding might be the only improvement over not knowing where the proper folders for objects are. Okay, flashlight. Objects, items, flashlight. I think that might be it. Why is there a sound here? That doesn't seem right. Okay. So, spotlight. I think it might be adjusted in code. Spotlight light energy is 15. Okay, that won't do. Now. But that doesn't work unless, maybe, if I make an export variable, max or let's do on brightness 5.0 and then that's oops, okay, I'm an idiot. That's speed. But light energy is gonna go between this. Oh, and it's like ×3 too, so that was what? Well, that was 3 technically. Brightness of 3. I think that is it. Let's run that again. Hey, okay. Why is it still so bright? Right, because it's 5. Okay, now if I change to 3, is it gonna... Oh, it is. Okay. So that works. What else can we adjust to bring this under control? Yeah, it might be just a little too strong. Range 60 meters is quite a bit. Let's do 25 meters. In which case we could maybe increase the energy. Two. And that could work, potentially. This counter is really short. Something I noticed. Okay, we have a bit of the ceiling seeping through it. And also, there's not enough room for some sort of a back door. I mean, these pit stops should have a management room with some sort of a back room. Okay, before we get to that, let's wrap this thing up. I'm gonna need to copy this, make a new one, paste it in, because we also need to make some chairs. Diner chairs. Lear sharps. Okay. The leg really doesn't need to have as many round vertices as the rest of the body, because it's further away from the camera. If the seat is slightly angled, you'd be able to tell, but the leg, not so much. So we're going to do this. We're going to separate it so that it's a separate piece of geometry. We're going to do this. Oh, there we go. Nice. I've been recently replaying the Max Payne 1 and 2 series games. And man, I must admit, the mechanics have aged so well. It could actually be considered like a modern game with a retro look to it. if you didn't know what Max Payne was. Like, it's still so much fun to play the game. Okay, can I do this? There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's save this. Pit stop. Stools. Might be a little too high though. Also, where are the legs supposed to go? if you're somebody enjoying a meal behind this desk, where the hell are your legs supposed to go? I might have to push these in a little bit. Or not, or I could just say whatever, you know. This is back in the day when people had slim legs. They could just fit them through right here. You know, before this whole giant leg epidemic happened. Alright. Of course we need to have some leg rests here. Which I could do Bezier curves, but we kind of have tools to get the job done right away. 6, no, I need 6 here. 12 here. Oh, let's not do that yet. I need to do this, and then we can shrink it down. There we go. Should I do it here? And then one more here. That is a lot of vertices. Probably reduce one more. Sure. Yeah. If we shade it smooth, nobody's going to be able to tell. Oh, really? Shade smooth. Come on, buddy. Layer sharp. There we go. That's all you need to do. Okay, and then for you, maybe we can duplicate it. Yeah, that works. Alright. Join this whole abomination together. Nice. Cool. Get all this hidden. Actually, we're gonna shove it into a collection. Do not export. Nice. And then let's export obj engine models props arcade mode pit stop stool. Selections only. There we go. Alright, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open the other one. And I'm going to open this and rename the project to stool. There we go. Concrete. Pit stop stool. Nice. The collision shape, I think multiple simplified. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, at this point, maybe triplanar would be better. Although, I don't know. Maybe. Alright. Okay. Get back to arcade mode. Oh yeah. We need to there we go. Populate ID mask. I'm not entirely sure why returning to the main scene usually takes so much time. Which, I mean, partially I do know, it's a shitty-ass computer. But, sure wishes it wasn't so. Okay, that is correctly oriented. Just 2 is going to be okay. Maybe 3. Maybe. So we're going to do that. Maybe line it up with the center. Oh, look at that. Engine models. Props, arcade mode, pit stop stool. Table. Alrighty. Come on. Come on, you. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's much better. Give it a good old run. Rain World is on sale. Interesting. Thank you, Steam. Need to put a ramp as a collision shape here. Okay. Yeah, that works. The counters are really, really small. Might have to scale them up. And hopefully I'll be able to reuse the trim sheet here as well. Okay. Okay, can we do this without losing the material? Service counter. Okay. think about yay big. Cool. Arcade mode. Export it to files. No, okay. The player control may have height step for stepping over. It's not smooth. I would have to do a whole lot of stuff, like smoothing. What is it? Like smoothing, making the camera smoothly go up, that sort of stuff to make it work. Yeah, let me double check this scaling. Also, hey. Okay. Oof. It's so random. Like, at one point it's gonna run smooth. Now it's gonna run like shit. Okay. Now I don't have to wait for the flashlight to be out. That is... I think that's quite a bit larger. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. This might work. Yeah, perfect. Oh, just crash? We did just crash. What happened? Pinned object. What? Invalid access property on base object of type null instance. Right. Well, we're not supposed to pin anything, so I'm not sure why this ran. Guess we'll deal with it after. Hey. Yeah, okay. Height-wise, this looks much better. We can get rid of this middle piece. Let's see. This one is supposed to use the same material. What is it called? I don't know. Let's go see. Sheet metal diner trim sheet. Right. There we go. There we go. Okay. Might have to do something like this. And then Antoine did something interesting. He actually rotated this desk so that the shelves could be visible. Which actually kind of works well with the roundness of the whole thing. I think what I'm gonna do is move the trash can right here. I specifically didn't bake all these tables and all this stuff into the pit stop so that we can make different arrangements. Okay, and then we'll worry about laying down the rest of the objects afterwards. Cool. Alright. So, while we're here, let me see if I can reuse that god-awful trim sheet. Where is it? Wall table. Yes. It's okay. We've made it, we've learned, the next trim sheets will be better. Textures. You know what? That actually works pretty damn well. Even though it's technically mirrored right along the center, it's not really that noticeable. Okay, this is going a little bit better than the last time, just marginally. So I will take it. Oh, we don't need these caps. See, this is where the horizontal repetition would have been quite handy. I suppose that's going to be too much to ask. It's too late now. Now, here's an interesting thing. Aren't textures that are not to the power of 2 technically frowned upon just because of the memory management? Because of the way graphics cards store stuff in the memory. Control M, Y. They need the data to be in like the power of 2. So it's not optimized, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do Control M on the x-axis, Control M on the y-axis. Which hopefully would make this be a perfect mirror. It just might actually be. It is not. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a little cheeky about it. We're going to hide it. Behind a pipe connection. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Nice. Repeat the same process here. I gotta say, even with the fact that this trim sheet is a little kerfuffled, now that we've figured out the process, it is a little bit faster. And it does seem to do its job. Dang it. Okay, I want the regular unwrap. There we go. Okay, and then it's okay that it's not quite following the ridges. That is totally fine. Consistency with the appearance is a big plus. That indeed is also the case. Alright, let's double check this. The only minus is that we don't get things like corner damage and edge damage. We have to find other ways to do that. Maybe have plenty of wear and tear in the texture itself. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's remeshing. Pit stop wall table. Engine models, props, arcade mode. So anything that's unique to the arcade mode is going to go into the engine models, props, arcade mode. Because I don't expect these pit stops to be in the main game. Service counter. Nope, this is wall table. Okay. Collision shape needs to be updated. Nice. Okay. It's definitely inferior to what I would produce in Substance. That much is clear. But I suppose in a pinch, this will do okay. You know, once we place down dirt and piles of, you know, garbage and whatnot, that should be okay. Hey. I suppose that's fine. Let's do the table now. The chair. Oh. Different name. You know, the funny thing is, technically these textures are seamless, but we have to do them, we have to set up the seam by hand. Okay, mark seam, wrap. Right there. More or less. Improve appearance of trim sheets. Hmm. What if we do this instead? That might actually work a little bit better. Okay, let's do SX. I'm going to place the cursor right here, and then we're going to actually do the transformation across the cursor, so we can do X right there. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. Oops. Nice. Beautiful. The only thing is that it's a little too close to the same color. Zoltan, welcome back. Maybe we could do something like this. Maybe we can do something like this. Sure, don't mind the brown stains. Everything is fine. Yeah, okay. Can I just do something lazy here? Maybe. Let's do this. Do this and that. Mark seam. Unwrap. 90. Hey, that seems to work. Yeah, okay. It's not the best work. Again, it's an arcade mode. We'll forgive it. follow active quad feature is fantastic. Also, I could actually just enable snapping to a grid. And position that right there. Whoops. Yes. Okay. Now, main piece. No. Okay, I think we're missing a texture of, I don't know, like pure metal. Unless I can do something like this. That could potentially work. Okay. That's fine. Export. OBJ. Engine models. Props. Arcade mode. Okay. I have a conspiracy theory. The reason why Dimitar and Zoltan don't receive the notifications for the streams is because YouTube's like, one's in Bulgaria, the other one's in Hungary. Nobody's advertising in them. We don't have to give them notifications. Like you're viewing, we're shit to them. They can't sell your shit. They only want to send notifications to the all the Western countries, where their attention might yield a sale. There we go. Okay, this didn't get updated though, because we need to apply. Does anybody know if there's a performance implication for placing a material into surface override rather than placing it here into the actual surface slot? Okay, that works. Okay, I gotta say, it's not as bad as I figured the trim sheet would end up working. Yeah, okay. Let's say that's pretty good. This replaces the one you have, so it's the same. I mean, I know that it replaces, so I'm just wondering if there's any cost. Okay, cool. That works. And we're at the 1 hour mark. So why don't I take a short 10-minute, and then we'll come back and get some more work done here. Cool? Cool. Alrighty, there we go. So, what else do I need to do here? I think I might actually make some jumbotrons, or just analog signage for pricing. So I am going to need I guess I can just use this. I hear analog, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Okay. By the way, I'm totally taking the product suggestions and I'm putting it into the terminal. They're not going to be like actually appearing here, but they're going to be some products that the store clerk will complain about, like, what kind of an idiot's coming up with these names. So, you know, the honor is yours. Okay. Let's save this. This is pit stop pricing sign. Maybe we can find a font that looks like jumbled all over the place lettering. Oops. Okay. I think that could work. Engine, models, props, arcade mode, pricing sign. Pretty sure we could just slap one in there. It might have to be a bit bigger. Oh yes, much better. Would you like a gas station burger? The tarmac and cheese? Full credit to Zoltan for that one. It's really coming together nicely. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Funny thing is, a lot of it is just a couple of basic shapes. Just to suggest what it is. Doesn't have to be super detailed. I think this top piece separates the front and the back nicely. Nice. Okay. What else can we do here while we're here? Inner walls, floor, and then we need some sort of a rubber for this window sills. So I guess maybe we can put together a quick trim sheet texture. Some plastic. Although, do we have something we could just use right away? Assets, textures, plastics. Yeah, look at that. Some sort of stained plastic. Yeah, I don't really see it. Okay, that's fine. Let's put together something quick. I think 512 would be okay. Actually, no, we're gonna go slightly warm. Okay. Get some variation. A few different layers. And we get some stains. Okay. Now I'm going to try this. So this is the base color. Let's try making our own roughness map. So it's going to be pretty rough. And there's going to be some stainage. I think it does have to be quite strong. Actually, something like this. And then we're gonna do slightly smaller, slightly stronger splotches. So where there's darker, it's going to be less rough, more reflective. Okay. The only thing that we do need to do is we need to generate a normal map, which I don't think there's anything in Krita that can do that. Photoshop has a normal map generator. Oh, normalize? No. Almost. But not really. You could paint normal maps. Krita. Generate normal map. You get normal map in Krita. That's for painting. Oh. How to make a normal map out of diffuse map in Krita. That could help. Create normal map and displacement. Diffuse. Yeah, that's displacement. So they're just painting in between. Feather, making a black and white image, transparent, light bricks, caution blur, cool. Okay, what is the bump map, height map, normal map? Okay, height to normal map. Well, that's interesting. So it's a filter. Oh, that's quite curious. Let's try this. So base, we're gonna duplicate. Gonna merge this. I think we don't need to merge it. We could just do this. Filter layer, and then map. What was it called? Edge detection, height to normal map. Oh man, no freaking way. So I don't need to use shader map. I can just do this in Krita. Damn. Dude. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I knew Krita was game developer oriented, but shit. This is awesome. Okay, so we got a couple of... Oh, nice. Couple of different algorithms. Oh man, I don't need third-party software. I don't need Minetax. I don't need shader map. This just works. The only thing that Krita needs now is a 3D map viewer where it can display the textures as a shader. And that's it. You basically have like Substance Painter Lite with Krita. You know, no 3D objects, or I should say a merge between Substance Designer and Substance Painter. Man, this is flippin' awesome. Height, oh man. Normal, roughness, base color. I mean, that's all you really need. With map filter normalize. If you combine two normals, you can normalize them. Really? That is actually quite useful. Dude, this is awesome. Okay, let's give this a test then. So, I'm gonna save this. Assets, textures. I guess this is painted seamless. So this is plastic. We don't really need anything else. Okay, let's go ahead and export. Engine, textures, painted seamless. Plastic 512. Okay, so we'll do, I guess we can do JPEG for these. For the normal, we'll do PNG. JPEG. Okay, so plastic, albedo. And then plastic is PNG. Normal. Plastic roughness. What else do you need in life? Metallic? It could just be a flat value. A lot of the maps we've been downloading basically have metallic set to one flat color. It's like, oh, great. Love to spend resources on a 2K texture that's just one color. It's always lovely. Alright, let's see. Where is building? Building. Which one of these? The lack of thumbnails in previous is concerning. Building bevel sheets, that's not it. Damaged brick. Okay, so it's this one. As a matter of fact, it's that one and everything else, but we'll worry about that after. Shader material. Nope. Standard material. Okay. Plastic. Albedo. These things have not been mapped. Do we need to map them, or are we going to use triplanar mapping? The problem with triplanar mapping is that whatever scale you set it to, that's the scale you gotta commit to. Unless you use, like, world mapping. Which I think they moved here. Okay. Enable normal. Oh. Enable rough based on detection associated map. Okay, the normal is working. We don't have a lot of light sources to see it though. And then roughness. Metallic. Just a touch. Okay. Let's see with the lights. Also, I didn't pay attention if it generates a DirectX normal OpenGL. I'm pretty sure Krita's own rendering is OpenGL. Okay. It's not a heck of a lot of dirt on it. Oh, wait. I applied... There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Well, there goes that. Give me. I'm not sure why the light is just on permanently, but that actually works. God damn it. I think my pinning code is broken somehow, again. If we can lighten it up a bit. Once I realized I exported the roughness map as PNG. Might pay for that. Yes, roughness. Please don't break too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that works. For 512 by 512 pixel texture, this actually works pretty well. Considering that there's clearly repetition, but you can't clearly see it. It's kind of a curious conundrum. Oh, I see one more thing that needs to have the same map. Okay, pit stop station. We might have to make a new material. So this is window plastic. Sign. Okay, that's not good. As a matter of fact, these sharps have absolutely no business being here. Man, I'm growing more and more displeased with the whole sharp, auto angle thing for marking edges smooth. This is not at all good. I find myself having to remove more of these than they're useful. We're going to assign the window plastic here as well. And then the rest, I guess this has to be glass. The heck? Ow. Okay, so that gets a separate material. Good. As a matter of fact, from the way we're looking at it, the door is going to have to be a separate object. So we might want to move it right there. Actually, I don't have to move it. You just export it in place. Man, these flippin' sharps, I swear to God, worst change ever. Here, sharps. Okay. These are locations. Arcade mode. Pit stop station. Yes. All right. Okay, we're taking a while to save this time around, I guess. I gotta say, this location's taking a long ass time to put together. No? Okay. You exported so hard, it crashed. Okay, did you at least try to export, or did you just go berserk? Red tail, engine, models. I'm gonna assume that it didn't, because it's unlikely that it succeeded. Okay. Locations, arcade mode, substation. I upset the Blender gods by saying the automark sharp option is shit. It is shit. It used to be way better. Mark seam, mark sharp by angle. It didn't place a bunch of sharp edge definitions. It just did its job. And if you needed more edge definitions, you could always just add them. But now, if you do like shade smooth by angle and then do it again, it doesn't remove the old ones. Finally found how to texture projection. Yes, about Blender 4.2. Is that the one where you position the camera in a certain angle and then press a button and it exports the texture to a painting program. Okay, what the shit happened here? I think the slots are different. Right, I should probably save this. Materials. Painted seamless. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, the material slots have switched. Funny thing is that looks kind of cool, with especially with the way the bricks wrap around the edges, but that's not what I need. We gotta go back. Okay, great. That goes here. What the shit is this? Copy. So that goes here. That's the ground. That's the plastic. That's the top. And then... do we have a pavement? Did we ever save it? Dark concrete. I don't know if we ever did. I've seen a video on how to do it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. I don't think we saved the material when we made it. Painted. I don't remember where we saved it either. Wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be in the packs. It's not a pack. Trim sheets? Sheet metal. Diner trim sheet. No. I have no idea, man. Okay, we'll just leave it blank for the time being. Didn't look any good anyways. Okay, let's take this. Plastic. There we go. All right, now let's get the floor. I think I've seen a couple of very nice looking prospectful textures we can use. Parquets, wood, no. We need like tiles. Flooring. Okay. Not quite. These are all hardwoods. Grass ground rocks. Hmm. Ceramic tiles. Although we should probably also take a look at destruction, because I've seen some very nice looking tiles there. Oh, there you go. And that one right there looks really nice too. Pavements. Gamedev. Oh boy. Fascinating. Okay. So, we do have some interesting tiles here. I like this one right here. A little bit more than this one even. But let's take a look. Roll back to destruction. Destruction. Okay. If it weren't for the bullet holes. That one looks really nice. Even though it's damaged pavement, it still looks nice. Okay, so there were some nice ones. Like this one. Damaged pavement 31, 40, 41. Let's go with that one. Seems nice as well. It's either this or this. Maybe I'll go with the black and white one. So this is physical 8. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Damaged white. Black and white. 60. 84. X. 2K. What do we need out of here? Fuse. Height. Height's gonna look pretty nice. Metallic. Normal OpenGL. Roughness. Right. We want 2K. Got a smartwatch. Now I can constantly measure the blood pressure and have something remind me to drink water. Interesting. I need to find a dual time watch. Honestly, I've been finding some interesting looking ones, none that I like. And I'm at the point where I'm like, if I'm not gonna find a watch that can do dual time and the one that I like, I'm just gonna make my own. And when I say make my own, it's just cheap little project LCD display microcontroller and just program it to do the show two times, and that's it. Okay, so we got this. Arduino would be one way to go. They'll be a little large. The Pro Minis could technically be used for something like that. But I'm thinking more like just really, really down low, like ESP32 or even lower, just like a MCU on a single chip thing. All you need is like a couple of capacitors and a crystal, and to get the clock data, and little couple of decoupling capacitors, and then Bob's your uncle. Hey, Steven, welcome. Engine, textures, packs. Okay, so we'll go here. Technically, this is supposed to be a little slidey door track. The rest is the floor. Okay, we've just added one more material. Let's hope Godot doesn't go apeshit over this. Oh no, new material. Let's fuck up the rest of the slots while we're at it. Ah, shit, I remeshed it. Okay, I think this is a... Yeah, there we go. Ooh, nice. Just got an email. I got my dad a bit of a present. So he's been messing around with things like tile making, because it's decorative tiles are in Europe are much more appreciated than here in Canada, as we've discovered. Any sort of carving work, any sort of like picture frames, window frames, cabinetry that doesn't look like IKEA furniture, anything like that is not very demanded here, unless, I don't know, unless you find like very select few people with tastes and pockets to afford it. But it's very quite demanded in Europe. So he's been messing around with it because it combines a couple of things he's interested in. But to make the tiles, to make the actual press, I gave him one of my printers, 3D printers, and it's the Ender 3 printer, which is, it's a starting printer, but it's, let me tell you, it was a fantastic printer when I got it. It was a piece of shit printer when I was able to afford something much better. And a couple of weeks ago, I got myself an Elegoo Neptune 4 Plus, and I was amazed at how absolutely hassle-free that printer is in comparison to the Ender 3. It's like you've been eating tasteless graham crackers that have like 3 specks of salt on them, and you thought that it was the shit, and then suddenly you've tasted like Ritz graham crackers, or what are those fancy dish crackers, and it was like, shit, I've been eating garbage my whole life. So I ended up getting that printer. I gave away my old one. I had two Enders. I gave away one to my friend, and I gave away one to my dad. And I was like, I suddenly found myself without a 3D printer. How did this happen? So I bought the Eligo, and I was immediately blown by the quality of the print, the speed of the print. Like, that thing can do 3, if not 4 times the speed of an Ender. And then as I'm sitting there messing around with the printer and printing some stuff, I see my dad is like struggling with the piece of shit Ender that I gave him. Like, oh man, I feel like shit. This is not good. This is the worst feeling. And like, he can't really buy a new printer until there's at least some sort of a evidence that it makes sense to buy it. I'm the one who's like throwing money away on all this equipment without even having anything to like earn the money back, and he's like, no, I need to have something before I can justify the, he's smart about it. And it fucked up all of my material slots again. What is with like me adding a new material slots, and Godot and Blender be like, you know what, fuck you, you don't need those materials anyways. Like, what? I swear to God. Anyways, so yeah, feel bad for the guy because he's like messing around with this piece of garbage printer that I used to use and gave him. So I ended up getting another Elegoo. It's actually went on Black Friday sale of all the best times. I severely overpaid for mine. So yeah, just got an email that it's going to be shipped, and can't wait to see the look in his face when he gets the printer and be like, what they do, spend money on this. Yeah, well, okay. What is this? What is that? There we go. That's the plastic. And what's this? I don't know. It doesn't want to... Oh, it's that top thing. Oh god. Okay. What is it? Metal something? Metal diner trim sheet? Nope, that's not it. Oh, it is. It is it, isn't it? Yes. Nice. Okay, that's good. And then the bottom has got to be... Yes, beautiful. That's what I want. Okay, so we have our new preset we made. The CG axis name: diffuse, normal, emissive, height, roughness, metalness, metallic. Why does this one say metallic? Okay, fine. Materials, packs, convert. Nice. Beautiful. I love it. Who needs UV mapping anyways? Actually, I do. I need UV mapping because if I don't, I don't get height information. So I'm just going to project from view. Scale it up 4 times. And then please don't fuck up my material slots again. Go back. There we go. Mm-hmm. Nice. Beautiful. Whoa, that is deep. Holy crack. Height. Yeah, that works. Soviet tiles in the 80s were that thick. Yeah, no shit, because when the wartime came, they took them off the floors and strapped them to tanks. And when the hunger time when the hunger times came, they ate them. It was chocolate. Okay, there we go. That's looking good. Okay, walls. Oh no, we're about to add another material slot, aren't we? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. We need at least one more, maybe 2 more slots for, like, walls. Ceiling might need 1 more too. Dang it. Okay. Okay, did you only select the inside? Yes, you did. Good. Actually, no, you didn't. Bad. What is that sharp line across the wall? It's fuck Blender being stupid. That's what that sharp line is across the wall. Blender being... You wanna have an edge on the wall? Yo! Gosh, game developer. You think this shit will work? Okay. Seam. Thank you. Make sure that nothing else is selected. Good. Damn it. Why is the top selected? That is why. Wrap. 90 degrees. Sure. Alright, whatever texture we're gonna use, I think that should be enough. Okay, but this is where we gotta do the walls then. Gotta get the walls. Watch her fuck up my inventory slots. Material slots, I mean. Alright. Bam. Weighted normals modifier for the win. You know, we used to be able to do that without having to do that. But no, life was too dream. Alright, watch this thing go out the window. 3, 2, 1. 1. Oh! We've been spared! We've been spared! Okay, good. Jesus. Alright. Let's see what kind of a wall texture we can use. What kind of a diner texture would we usually see? What do we see in a diner? Walls. Let's see. There sure are plenty of walls. Plenty of wall textures. We could do something like this. We already have brick on the outside. We can have plaster, brick falling off on the inside. Damaged white painted wall, 2108. That could work. Maybe. Might be able to work with this. Wooden planks texture on the inside wall. And this one right here. Damaged white painted wall, 2108. Let me double check to make sure we don't already have that one. Oh, 2103. The shit. That looks very similar. I think that came from the same pack. 2104. I swear to God, I feel like they make maybe like 5 different variations of the same map and then distribute them into 5 different packs. Because I've seen these naming conventions match up in a couple of places. Okay. Right. I know this 2103, but we want 2108. Yeah, so we don't have that one. There's 03 two rows below. Yeah. Came from the same pack. Alright, let's go here. Packs. Yes. 2108. Ambient occlusion, that's nice. Height. Normal, only one normal. Roughness. Metalness is basically almost entirely black. Alright, that's fine. Half wood, half tile. I think I know what you mean. It's like wood at the bottom and tile at the top. Could potentially work. Okay. Where's the map we just moved? 2108. Okay. Okay, so it's metalness. Diffuse, normal, emissive. Height, AO, roughness, metalness. Yes, good. Okay, this is the new naming convention. We got it. Okay. Something went sideways, but it did save the material, so I'll take it. Nice. Alright. What we gotta do... metallic. That just affects the wires inside. And height. Nice. Man, I gotta say, the height effect is flippin' awesome. I love it. Okay. I'd say this could work. I think it would be kind of cool if they added a mask feature for the albedo channel, specifically the color map. %90 done with the model. Sounds good, man. Okay. Well, I mean, outside of the sign, pretty much outside of anything that's custom, this whole thing is pretty much more or less textured. The ceiling, we still need to figure out what to do for that. Best parallax mapping I've seen in Fear. Yeah, dude, the holes in the ground when shit blows up, man. When I discovered that was two-dimensional, I was like, really? No flipping way. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Okay. The bullet holes in the pillars, yep. I wonder how decals would look on a wall that has deep parallax enabled on it. Is the decal going to be offset, displaced as well, or is it going to look like it's just hovering on top? Okay. This is looking pretty dang good. Outside of maybe, you know, a few additional details to break up the repetition. Maybe that right there might want to... Maybe we should do something about that. Let's see. View. Unwrap. 90. Scale 2. Scale 2. Scale 2. Okay. That has been perfect. Pit stop station. Yes. Well, that exported quickly. Looks really good. The window table stools, yes. I wanted to, I made them a separate object so we could have another pit stop in a different part of the map. Son of a bitch! Why? Oh, God. Okay, thank you. Jesus fucking Christ, I thought it destroyed my maps again. Why you gotta do me so dirty? God damn it, Godot. Yeah, the window table and the stools are separate, so we can place them in different locations. Why is it the first time I select the item, it does not pop up? Okay, that is looking pretty good. Although maybe it's a little too noisy. Let me try scaling to half. No, go. You know what I want to do. Need to balance the level. Everything goes down, not up and down. For POM, I have no idea what you're talking about. POM. Sounds like you need to see a doctor. Okay, export it. Thank you. Please don't nuke my materials. Get rid of the noise with maps. I'm not talking about noise as in grain. I'm talking about noise as in there's a lot of... Oh, parallax occlusion map. I don't know if I've applied the occlusion map. I have to take a look at that. Oh, parallax occlusion map as in POM. Got it. Yeah, the noise, when I'm talking about noise, I'm talking about I've scaled the texture to be so small that you can see a repeating pattern. This, I think, is going to look much better. Larger detail. I think that's going to, yeah, that's going to work much better. Select, take out the item, you ass. There we go. Okay, that is a little bit better. I think we can ignore the size of the chain link. I think we still need to tone down the flashlight a bit more. Answer for decals. Answer for the decals. Oh, I see. Parallax occlusion mapping. That's what fixes the decals overlapping the mesh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Could potentially work. I gotta say, this is pretty good. This works. Get some vines. Hang some shit. This entire room looks really, really small, though. I might either have to expand this, or I might have to make a second building over here, which acts as like an office building, and then put a door in the back, which I think might look more interesting, to be honest. Put like a little connecting hallway. Reflection rope really does a lot. I disabled that reflection probe. It was causing performance issues. Oh, you're talking about the interior one. Hold on a sec. I think that one's still there. I do notice... Did I keep it or did I disable it? I do notice that there's issues with the reflection probe poking out in building areas. And, well, there is one here. Hold on a sec. Reflection probe. Yes, okay. Interesting. I think it grew a little bit. We might have to do something like set up certain objects, maybe the inside geometry of the pit stop to be specifically set to a different collision layer, or not collision layer, but the view layer, so that the reflection probe could be prevented from poking outside. Which you can see right there. There's a contour of the reflection probe where it ends. Which, you know, it's only supposed to be affecting the inside building. So I might have to separate the inside of the building into a separate mesh so that I could set it to a different visibility layer. And then make the reflection probe also only affect that object on that visibility layer. But yeah, I'd say this looks pretty decent. We can work with it. Get the signs. What if we get rid of it and bake light maps? That's probably going to result in a... Well, hold on. Light maps don't contribute to reflections, though, do they? Light maps is just for, like, inner light reflections and bouncing, you know. GI only, I believe. Okay. Voxel GI, SDF GI. Both do reflections. Baked light maps also do. Okay. So are you supposed to use either or? Either reflection probe or the baked light maps? Or is there a case where you have to do both? Okay, so not bad. Oh no, the dice has rolled. Do we get shit FPS? Hold on a second, I gotta close and rerun it again. Oh yeah, look at that. Just like that. 1 in 7 chance you're gonna suffer. Oh, I'm sorry I spoke against you. Okay, there we go. Sometimes get that too. It's really weird. It's also very annoying. Not bad. Okay, so that is the pit stop outside of us losing the concrete, which I think I might go with a slightly different approach to that. We got everything more or less in place. We can still do things like vines and overgrowth and whatnot, but yeah, this looks pretty good. Can Godot reflection probes be baked? If yes, can bake and delete them? I think that's what the GI probes are for. The reflection probes take a snapshot in real time as soon as the game runs. Maybe. I think they do. They can be set update once at start, and that's it. Yeah, start of the game, I assume. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wrap this up and then push it to Git before Antoine decides to make changes to the level again. And I'm gonna lose the stuff that I've arranged here. So that's it. Wrap it up here. Cool beans. Thanks for the company. And I think that might be it for today. Why not use branches? Too much of a pain in the ass to merge. Like, what am I gonna open the 2 levels in text editors and start moving stuff from one to another? Hell no. Just tell everybody to stay off my scene. If you need to edit something, take it, turn it into a scene, edit it within the confines of that scene, and that's it. Okay. Cool.